Hi guys, welcome back aboard of the Crypto Cruise. It's me Chris, and today we're going to talk about Polkadot, also known as DOT. What makes it unique? We're going to talk some chart analysis, potential price target, where Polkadot is heading in the immediate short term. But we're not only going to talk about Polkadot, we're also going to mention Ethereum, where it's heading in the immediate short term. And today's show, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart, as we always do. And basically, I have two best case scenarios. We already hit all-time high for Bitcoin. At the price of recording, Bitcoin is around 125,000. So what I'm actually anticipating is basically drop a little bit, potential correction the next coming 2 weeks by 21st of October. Potentially, Bitcoin can go and test this previous this local top at price of around 117,000, and then we're gonna start exponentially higher, and with that potentially Bitcoin can pull the rest of the bulls, the rest of the altcoins with it, and basically create the true speculation of the altcoin season. Now, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice, it's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do the diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. Or the other likely scenario is basically just consolidate between these prices. As I've said, potentially even drop further down to 170, 116, and then the blow of top can potentially occur next year, potentially February, March, for a blow of top. But again, my price target is around, higher prices, Let's see how I think it's going to play out. But corrections like these that we experienced between 15th of August and till beginning of September, this bearish channel pattern that we broke above, and we formed here a bullish structure, a higher low for continuation of the trend on the upside. I've told you guys, these corrections, they don't last long, and before you know it, we start hitting all-time highs, and that's exactly how this thing played out. We have to establish one thing: the bottom of the bear market happened in November of 2022 at price of around 15,000 for BTC, and at the time of recording, as I've said, it's already all-time high. So in my personal opinion, there's no reason for you to panic, and most probably the next few months some of the altcoins will tend to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. But let's just talk about Ethereum and where I think Ethereum is heading in the immediate short term. Now, when I'm just looking at it on the yearly chart, I see this huge reverse head and shoulders, which of course is a bullish structure. And the weekly chart, starting from 11th of March 2024, we formed this huge ascending triangle pattern, as you can clearly see here on the weekly chart. We actually broke above last month. We broke above this resistance line that we've started testing from basically its previous all-time high from 8th of November 2021 at price of around 4,868 for Ethereum. We tested it here in March of 2024. We tested it in June of 2024. We even tested it at the end of last year in December at price of above 4,000. And while everyone was thinking Ethereum going to start hitting all-time high prices just the way Bitcoin did, we actually capitulated. Ethereum went from 4,000 all the way to 1,200. Then so much bearishness occurred. Everyone started written off Ethereum. No one believed in it, and a V-shaped recovery. From 1,200 we went all the way to 5,000 in a straight up line, more or less. We start testing this resistance line, we turned it into support, and right now we're experiencing continuation of the trend on the upside. And what I'm actually anticipating for Ethereum to do is basically, if we measure this huge ascending triangle pattern, if we measure the potential price target from the bottom to the top, the price target should be above 6,600. And this is something that I'm actually anticipating for Ethereum to do in the next coming months. Now, I don't have a magic ball. I can't tell you exactly when this thing is going to play out, but I'm not going to be surprised if this happened by end of November, potential correction December, January, and a blow off top February, March, April of next year. Potentially Ethereum can end up 5 digits, 10,000. I'm not going to be surprised at all. Now, when it comes to Polkadot, there's a lot of bearish sentiment. I mean, definitely I see there's a lot of hate when it comes to Polkadot. No one actually believed in it. And again, guys, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. But what I'm actually anticipating, not only for Polkadot, but for the layer ones who tend to perform quite well in the last bull cycle of 2020-2021, such as Polygon, Cardano, BNB, to name a few, Polkadot as well, tend to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum in the immediate short term. I'm not saying the long term, I'm not saying in the years to come, but for the next coming months, potentially 4 to 6 months, I think Polkadot has the potential to outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin. But what I'd like to see for Polkadot to remain bullish, or basically to regain bullishness, is basically go and test this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past. We tested it here in March of 2024 at price of around $12. We tested it again here in December last year, 2024, at price again $12. So potentially if Polkadot goes to this resistance line and goes above the $12 level, potentially turn this previous resistance into support, what I'm actually anticipating for Polkadot is to basically explode from $12, go quickly to 45 or even above $50 level, its previous all-time high that we formed in November of 2021 at price of around $55. Again, Polkadot can easily go to zero, guys, so always do diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. But if we just look at the database of what happened in the previous bull cycle, basically from end of December of 2020 at price of around $4, Polkadot went by mid-February 2021, so around a month and a half, 2 months, went above $42. So it went 10x in a matter of few weeks. So if something like that plays out, at the time of recording this video, Polkadot is around $4. As I've said, if we go and test this $12 level, potentially broke above, turn this previous resistance into support, a blow off to its previous all-time high between $45 and $55. Potentially one final shake off, a correction, maybe this correction can last few months, and a blow off top, just the way Ethereum I'm anticipating by March, April next year. If we have a full price discovery, breaks its previous all-time high at price of above $55, is it possible for Polkadot to double in price and go above 100 to potentially even $120? Something like that can play out if history is any indicator, and we anticipate some of these moves repeat. Polkadot, in my personal opinion, can be one of those layer ones that will push the altcoins season to a next level. I mean, let's see how I think it's gonna play out. It's interesting for me to see as well. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's absolutely free. And if you really support my work, you can subscribe to my Patreon. With that subscription comes a lot of content, exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins. Some of them 50, 100x potential only on my Patreon. Not only that, one-on-one consultation for how to navigate through that really difficult bull cycle. I'll teach you, exactly how to set up a long position, a short trade, and much more. And of course, my 2 books. I'll give you my 2 books for absolutely free if you subscribe to my Patreon. These books, there's a lot of content basically of how to become a sophisticated trader. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.